The final thing to do is to add a bit of straight ahead animation on top of it to make things look even better. So I'm going to do that with the fingers first. On the back of Rocket Girl's hand, I've got these 4 fingers, which I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to select them all at once. And I'm going to do some really rough straight ahead animation right over her fingers without using the graph editor much at the moment. So that's my golden pose there. And I'm just going to hit the rotate key and just see what these fingers do. Alright, so they sort of awkwardly sway back and forwards. So I think I can add a bit of this motion in as she waves. So I'm just going to do this in 2s in straight ahead. I'm not going to pose it. I'm not going to go from 9 to 17 and then fill in the breakdown 5 and fill in 13. I'm just going to flick through 2 frames at a time and add these movements in. So the first 2 are that, the second 2 flowing, still going. I'll let them splay out there. I think I'll copy and paste frame 1 over here on frame 11 just to get me somewhere near where I was before. A bit slow in there, and then this is the looping bit, so I'm going to copy in frame 17 there. Play that back. So yeah, that looks okay. And I'm not going to go nitpicking these in the graph editor. I'm just going to highlight them all, right click, tangents, and auto tangent them. And unless they're causing a problem in perspective view, then I think I'll just be quite happy with that. Yeah, they look fine. That's a very good example of what follow through is. It's the fingers following through the action that we did on the hand. So I'm now going to do that with the thumb as well. I'm going to add in follow through using straight ahead animation. So I haven't put that into the blocking, I didn't put it into the golden pose or into the breakdowns. I'm adding it on at the end as finesse. So 2 forwards, I think I'll let that go that way a bit. 2 more, I'll let it flow a bit more. 2 more, starts to slow in. Right, so it's that bit there where it probably moved the most. So I'll need to copy and paste frame 1 to frame 17. See how that thumb works. Let me just double check it from 15 to there, there. So I might follow through it. I might flow it through a bit there. And ease it in a bit there. Like bend over a bit there and there. See how that looks. There we go, yeah, so we got a little bit more in it there. You can see the thumb a bit more obviously there. I probably would have stuck with the first one because again, I'm not trying to make a big deal of the thumb. But for the sake of seeing the follow through in action, I thought I'd exaggerate it a bit. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to highlight the keyframes, go to tangents and auto them. I'm not going to go in the graph editor and do anything much to it. So there we have it, our final result. It's a shame that our character looks so depressed. Okay, I've tried to sort of face out a little bit there. So there we have it, that's how you use pose to pose to animate a basic hand waving. And to run through what we did again, we put a golden pose in there to match what we were looking for on the storyboard. We then added in extremes, we then added in breakdowns, we then blocked in betweens, we splined everything, and then we went in and did some straight ahead animation on the fingers and on the thumb to add the finesse and the finishing touches. So that's the end of lesson 3, how to animate a character rig.